plan anyways. My laptop I've had in my backpack for 2 weeks because I haven't streamed for 2 weeks or so, and it decided to do an update, obviously, because Microsoft can't spend more than a week without updating Windows. So I've got green bars right now. Things are looking good. Please tune in and let me know how it looks if you're here. I decided I want to have some fun, so we're going to stream some Attack from Mars. Figured I'd go with a little flipper skill techniques and whatnot. And yeah, that's about it. Stream is looking good. No drop frames now, so I think it was just stupidity on my end, not knowing that I had a Windows update going. So
this is an emergency broadcast. The Earth is being invaded by
this game's great for practicing a few techniques. Unfortunately, this kickout is now kicking out over on the left side. Go figure, when I tested it, it was coming out fine. And now it's kicking out at the elbow. So we're gonna... I honestly don't know how to fix that. You could always practice your loop pass. Time terrible at right now. And let's just have the worst game tonight. Get it out of the way. It's not even going around right now. I feel like it's leaning now. See how this works out.
No time for tea. Lifestyle Martians.
That's better. So yeah, maybe it's just uneven here. I was having problems with this stand over here. I had to anchor it down, so I feel like maybe the flooring's a little uneven, and when I move something, caused an issue. Just clear that up. Let's see, no drop frame still, so we're doing good. The game's not doing... my gameplay's not doing good, but that's okay. How's everyone doing tonight? Hopefully you got some turkey plans, Thanksgiving plans.
coming in from all over the world. The Earth is under attack. An attack from Mars.
Just looking at, looks like that's wax buildup or something along the saucer. Let's hope that's it. Start with the basic here, which is practicing, you know, either dead bounces by just letting it bounce off the flipper there. Gives you a little bit of a feeling for it. So again, just let it bounce, hit it up, and then kind of just play around with it. That's too far on the end of the flipper. And I've got this flipper kind of gets hung up a little. You'll see that on machines which the flipper's just been used a lot. See, it kind of goes down. So dead flipping on this left flipper when it's kind of stuck up a little is a bad idea. So if you do want to, you'll want to make sure it's down fully, which you could usually shimmy it by flipping. But that does cause for issues with the shot and with the flipper techniques like that. You have to be aware. Some of the older games, you don't want a dead bounce on. If the the flippers are not solid. And what do we want to do today? Just trying to get some control of the ball, get a feel of what I'm trying to do. I always tell people they need to get comfortable with how they want to play their game. And like you could be comfortable on one table playing it one way, and then on another table you don't like a feed, you don't like the feel of something, you don't like the dead bounces. Like that was, thankfully the flipper was all the way down there. Hey Axel, we're gonna try to play some real pinball. We're making sure our connection is solid. I had an issue at first, ended up being a Windows update. So we're just in a warm-up stage. I'm really this bad at pinball, that's what it is. Maybe this game's just mean, I don't know. So the other thing I greatly suggest on this machine, the nudging's important, but it's more about learning the timing of the, when it comes out of the scoop, the drop catch, which you get a nice feed here, so you get to practice the dead flip, the catch. And definitely if the, let me get these Martians to shut up first. Comes out, catch it, throw it over here. What is going on? Brian, it's fine. It was just a Windows update. I'm good. Yep. Oh. Okay. Yeah. If you guys don't mind doing that before you guys leave, that'd be awesome. But it seems to be working okay right now, so I'll leave it on this. Thank you, Mr.
Watch out, man. They got a big old beam.
Okay, sounds good. Like before you guys go on your trip, so I can, yeah. If you guys keep it, whatever it is. Okay, I'll talk to you in a little bit. All right, bye. So that was the owner discussing the internet issue. He switched how his internet's done, and apparently he has both right now, so he's going to switch it back. So good stop there. By the way, did you love that play when I wasn't even paying attention? That's how I play the best. We're going to be streaming here a lot over the next few weeks. A lot of these tables aren't working amazingly, and I can't fix them, but we'll be able to play on a lot of machines. So you're going to see a lot of real pinball. It's more just a practice. Like I said, I always like to stream for practice more than anything. I just feel, hey, I've got the stream gear now. I'm going to work with you guys. If you have any questions, if you need entertainment, I'm here. We are at I don't want to give it away. We're just out of place. But yeah, we're going to be streaming here for the next few weeks. Coin doors open. All these coin doors like opening when the keys are in it. And they love leaving the keys in it. I'm going to slam tilt one of these. I wish I had dialed in. I don't have dialed in. But apparently there is an internet issue, which is good to know now. He'll switch it back so we won't have that issue. But I think primarily my issue was the my Windows update on my laptop, because we started streaming and I'm like, what the fuck? I have 60% drop frames, and it was a Windows update. How's everyone doing? Hopefully you've gotten off work, or you're working to get Thanksgiving off, whatever it is. I had a nice long day at work. Donkey, great seeing you. Axel, great seeing you, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Greatly appreciate you guys. We're gonna go back to discussing, before I got the phone call, best things to do if you have this game on free play or you get a replay. I always suggest when you get a replay to work on things. Definitely because you've had a good game. Unless you're really pushing to get a high score and you think you could do it, I just suggest, hey, practice. So play one-handed, work on a technique. It's the best way to do it. You don't feel like you've lost your money. You also don't get disappointed if you can't beat your last score. So, like I said, the first thing we do is we're working on off the scoop. Just get used to this drop cat, you know, the dead flip. And then you go shoot up the middle. Kind of, you have to get comfortable with how the ball plays. And as you do this more and more, you'll get more comfortable and more confident. Because most of the time, the problem is you're not comfortable with cradling. I mean, when you think about it, if you've gotten to the point which you cradle quite a bit, you freak out when it starts rolling off the flipper. Eventually, you just sit there and go, yeah, it's staying. And you let it stay. You gain these skills over time. And the only way to get better at them is to practice. You're sitting at work right now, Axel. Well, I'm glad I could at least entertain you for a little bit. So yeah, anytime it comes out of the scoop, if you're not familiar with either dead counts or drop catches, this machine's great for it. So we're going to do a drop catch here. Perfect. And like I said, it's all confidence building. That was a little close to the edge of the flipper there. And if you drop catch too close, it can roll off. So you gotta pay attention to where the ball is at all times. That's one of the things you have to learn is watch the ball, watch how it bounces, figure out how do you want to get the ball back under control. Yeah, exactly, and that way you get plenty of opportunities here. You hit it in the scoop like that, and then you get to decide, hey, I want to make a left shot, so I'm going to dead bounce it. And then it's like, hey, I want to shoot this ramp, and you accidentally hit the scoop, and you could dead bounce it. And like I said, on most machines, this feed out is good for you. So you can practice that skill. I think the shot is great just to figure out, hey, what do I want to shoot now? That was a good example of drop catching too early. It was almost a, can't think of the terminology right now. It's been a long week and it's only Wednesday, guys. It's like, what's most important to you? And that's another thing is, how do you want to get your points in this game? What's safe? We're on ball 2. Maybe we should start working on multi-ball so you go for your lock. And another way you could control the ball in a lot of games is when it comes over, do a little nudge and make a shot. That was a little bit out of control. I wasn't too happy with that feed. Might not get a good feed here, but right there we have a nice feed. Go back up to the lock. And maybe I'm not happy with that. Maybe I'd rather go and shoot on the fly, try to hit an orbit. Maybe I want to try, you know, post passing over so I can get a nice shot. There's a lot of different ways which you could play the game based off of how you're feeling the game's played. We're in multi-ball now, and I always like going over with the shot to the right. That shot. Drop catch, go back up the right side. We no longer have the ball safe. I'm trying for a shot off to the right or left orbit. There it is. And now we only have the 2 right shots. We got a nice cradle going, and we can drop catch here, hopefully, and try for a shot. Okay, this is dangerous. Right there. That worked out. Go for the super jackpot. We missed it. Gonna just gain control. We have time. There's portions of the game which you want to do a hurry up, and there's other portions you want to spend your time. We're gonna do a little up and over here. The question is, what shot do I like the most? I think I'm gonna shoot this ramp here, the second ramp on the left. We missed it. It's okay. Pass it over. And we made huge mistakes. We tried to do too much with it, and we lost both balls. And that's what you don't want to do in multi-ball, is lose both balls. Like, the super jackpot's actually going to stay lit even if you lose a ball. So doing that in that situation was a mistake. I think that's another thing you can learn, is figure out, did I make a mistake, or was it the risk reward I should have done? And obviously, based off of what I've mentioned, there was no risk versus reward, there was stupidity, and I lost the ball. And as soon as you realize, hey, I made a mistake, the more you will hopefully remember not to do that in the course of your evening. Where are we going now, guys? Could shoot stand-ups for Martians. That's a terrible idea. I could go for locks again. That's going to be 6 shots though, because we just had that multi-ball. It's a tough spot, really. Like, shooting up the saucer you think is a smart idea, which we can't do anyways. We'll just miss it. But just going to demonstrate this is dangerous. Like, I have no control right now, right? Swings are mean. Catch the ball. Sling doesn't seem that sensitive over on the left side. Right side seems stronger. So little things you pick up. And this flipper is definitely going to be fun to deal with. Start our hurry up. You can make that shot a million times, might as well. We're going to try to get a second hurry up and just go for total annihilation. Obviously, if 300 million is going to win you the game here, or in our situation, we're actually really far from another hurry up, just hit it for the 200 million. Like, if you drain, you get nothing. So, once again, risk versus reward, figure it out. I personally like discussing, like, when someone does something, I ask them why. Because if their logic is, hey, I want to go this route and then that route, and they're solid on their theory on it, then they should do it. Like, it's their decision. You could debate whether or not it's the right decision, but in the end, you have a decision. And you get to make it. How's everyone doing tonight? We're gonna lock the ball, have it come down. We'll try to hit a right ramp. That's my decision process in my mind. Where we're currently at. We missed it. Gonna cradle up if we can. It's not the easiest. And I have that issue with the left flipper. We almost lost it there with that decision dead flip. That unfortunately is bad. Got the ball saved. Fighting with the slings. Ooh. That little loop pass too, if that flipper is spongy, will literally drop and go over instead of have a nice half second to figure out what to do. So it's good to decide what to do there. On some of these you could backhand this ramp. I'm pretty sure you can't on this. You could backhand the scoop at least. Get a light Martian attack, which is nice, and we might just want to start that, saying that we can't find this right ramp. To try to get our right ramps for total annihilation. So we're going for either the Martian start or a ramp. We'll take either right now.
Look out, Martian!
Drop, catch, and go for the AN here. The right bank here. Distance. Missed everything. There we go. Got two. Take that one. There we go. So now we're going to focus on this left shot. And now we have to have two right ramps. That's a nice backhand on the fly. Save it. Save it. Sure we save the ball here. Get a shot off there. Going for that ramp. Drop catch, try to get the... Never mind, strobe multi-ball. Hitting the center 10 times for an extra ball. Get a long, long ball save on this. I actually prefer putting one or two up there. Unfortunately, all three are up, and we've only had one of them. So, all saves done. Knowing your angles on this game is helpful. You could sometimes get shots. I'm literally just looking at the flippers. I know where I want to hit it. So just pay attention to the balls, where they're at. Where they're going. Try to keep it as long as possible. We unfortunately failed to get the extra ball. So we're just going to try to gain some control. There we go. And we have to get one right ramp. Please tell me we're still going good. No drop frames. Thank you very much. So, we could go for a post pass here. Don't know how right to left is, so we're going to try. That was a weak flip. Gonna pass it over here. That never works for me. And I know it on this game. And I still want to try it. Because I feel like it's gonna work and it doesn't. Hey, we got a replay. We could play again. 4 billion. Thank you guys for the auto hosts, as always. You guys are awesome. I just suggest you follow the people you like. I host who I like. Follow pinball in general and give everyone a chance. Hopefully there's someone out there makes you enjoy pinball better. And we're going to go again in a second. Everyone, have a happy Thanksgiving for sure. Start.
The reports are coming in.
So we're gonna go with
The Earth is under
was it
attack.
Donkey or was it
From Mars.
Axel that likes the super skill shot? Donkey likes the super skill shot. And the super skill shot is you hold the left flipper, it's going to come all the way around. This is not feeding it too well, but it does feed it well enough to usually go around. Quite often people like to do a little loop pass, which is dropping the flipper as it hits the flipper here, comes over here, and they have a nice shot for the saucer while ball save's going, and it's going to drop the saucer right away. Saucer gives some good points early on. It gives you some momentum. I like it. If you're trying to get total annihilation, you can try for one of the shots, and it will light the shot 3 times. So if the ramps are really tough, it's not a horrible strategy. We, of course, did that during speedruns in Pinball Arcade. We just go launch, boom, launch, boom, and then hit a shot 3 times. So we're gonna go for the saucer. Let's go save Italy. You got plenty of time there.
Mamma mia!
Ball save is done. And then you get your decisions here based off of what flipper you decide to control it on. Or if you don't get any control, you just flip and hopefully hit something. That backhand being pretty tough. It's funny, we were hitting the scoop and now we're hitting T. So at this point, I don't like the super skill shot since the saucer's down. Just get it up, get the skill shot up top. Increases multiplier. We could just go after saucers. Saucers are fun. Watch the ball. Quite often you'll see me flick the flipper like that, and I'm mainly doing it to settle this left flipper. But sometimes I do it for timing. Whatever works for you. So first saucer's down. We always want to light the in lanes because the in lanes are going to light our mystery award in the scoop. So since we're going for we like going for mystery award when the visor's up because it could drop it down. Otherwise you have dangerous shots up the middle. So we're going to light lock here. Light one of our inserts. Maybe? Please? No. Well, we lit an insert. Why is this game highly rated? Wolfman, welcome. This game is highly rated because it was a game which was easily to understand, I feel. It was a game which, at the time, followed with Medieval Madness, which you went, what is pinball? What could I do? And what you could do, primarily, is hit the saucer, and it moves. And you want to blow up the saucer. It's a real easy concept. The comedy in this game and Medieval Madness were of the era which was entertaining. I could see where nowadays it might not fly. I mean, you have YouTube, you got live streams and everything else. You have so much entertainment that you can pick up. Back in the day, we literally watched what was actually on TV on the hours we could watch TV. And like I had, you know, AOL or whatever it was at the time. You had Monty Python, you had a few other like comedies that it just worked at the time, I think. And it's one of those reminiscence of the time for anyone which got into pinball during that era. So whether or not you're 60, you're 40, you're 30, even like these tables were available. So if you played a table, you remember this table, and it's a fun table. It's a good table. You've got the shots. You know, it's got a rule set which is easy enough for a new player to come up and go, let's blow up the saucer. And that is what you want to do as a new player, is just go for that goal, because it's fun. Saucer moves. You get these flow shots, which is kind of cool. And your goal is to get to the end, and it's very easily labeled on the table what you're trying to do. So I think that's the main reason why this game, and there's a few others like it, really resonated with players. And like even to this day, a new player comes up, they get confused by so many things, and quite often I'll go to a new table and I'll be like, is this a table for a pinball player? Is this table for a new player? And usually there's elements for both to some degree, and I kind of rank the table based off of tournament play, casual play, and the casual play includes the shots that a new player is going to walk up to and understand. You have some rule sets out there which are too confusing, no one understands, even like pinball players don't understand, which is a table for me because I love rules, but there's a lot going on with this table. And I think that's why Adam's Family is the big table for everyone. Not only was there modes in the game, clear modes, and you wanted to score all those points in those modes, but they were also somewhat random based off of your plunge, because a new player is going to just full plunge into the pops. So what they actually would get would be completely random in a case. I remember watching Judge Dredd when I was young, and you'd see all these different modes, and you'd be entertained by, once again, the comedy of the modes. And it's like, I want to play that mode, and it would take you 3 to 4 games to get the mode where it's a sniper tower, and then you wanted to make sure you did the animations and got the animations you were looking for. And I think that's what really resonated with players. There's a failed drop catch. Yeah, I think they're the best tables to get a new player involved. But in the end, when a new player comes to me and they're like, what game's good? When you look at all the games, and I'm like, what are you into? If you're not into a sci-fi alien table at all, you're not going to enjoy this table. It's just not for you. You're into basketball, they got basketball tables. You're into, music, you got the Metallica or, music machines. I feel like it needs to resonate with you as a new player. And once you get there, you go, okay, well now I'm into the table. I like the table because it's aliens, for crying out loud. And it's just good. You got any pins, Wolf? Let's see what Donkey Klonk had to say. I've been kind of going off on a tangent. The mid-90s Williams tables were pretty much the sought after. Yeah, this is a great example. Yeah, Donkey's pretty much resonating with what I said on that. Yeah, it's the toy that makes you feel like you're doing something. Iron Man has that toy, and there was a ridiculous statistic at one of the local barcades on how much money Iron Man has made. And I think the primary reason is because you make 2 shots and the Ironmonger comes up, and then you try to bash that over your 3 balls in order to get the multi-ball, and it's just something that is cool to a player. Even if they're not into Iron Man, they're like, hey, I just want to do this. I mean, Elvira was an era where, Elvira is a good table for that era, in my opinion. And, I think everyone has, the popular cultural characters resonate to some extent with players. Be it Elvira, be it Star Trek or Star Wars, Deadpool, Marvel characters, DC characters have always done well because it resonates with a certain portion of people.
By flying saucers from Mars.
Ooh, a Kiss 78. I believe I played that before, but I think it was kind of sluggish. It was well played. So I haven't played a Kiss machine as I'd like to, obviously. The Data East Star Wars, I have not played actually. I got to play, I think, there's a second Star Wars in there that I played recently, and that might be the Data East. Unfortunately, it was busted. Oh, you got a lot of machines. That's awesome, man. Toten, Theater of Magic, Indiana Jones, Whitewater. Yeah, great machines. Yeah, exactly. That's why you got the machine. Otherwise, you got Harlem Globetrotters, you know? What works for you? So, I think we're about ready to start a real game here, guys. Like I said, I need to be aware of this left flipper because it likes sticking up just a little. Kick out seems good now. I like where the kick out's at. My timing on my drop catches have been a little off. These are all little things which I kind of resonate in my head, and I'm just like, gotta do this, gotta do that better, and primarily pay attention. Now that's a little hard when I'm streaming, definitely when I'm streaming with my phone for chat. How is the stream going, by the way, guys? Is it clear enough? I know it's not perfect, but hopefully it looks good enough for you guys. Let's go. Since we're actually going to go for the full rule of the universe, we will do the super seal shot, try to open up the visor. I actually don't do this during tournaments. Probably too late. Barely enough time. Alright, I like going for right ramps here because it's, in my opinion, the hardest shot in this game. And it's really important to get those right. Get a walk in. Do I go for left orbit? You know, what do I do here? I don't mind going for the ramp again. Alright, we got 2 ramps. Go for the orbit. Gonna let it dead bounce here and go for the orbit again, I think. That was fail. Catch it. My cam is Batman style. Okay. I guess that works. Yeah, my cam is right here. It's really close. I was thinking of putting it up on the Harlem here, but it unfortunately caught too much of the camera, so I couldn't do that. I didn't really like the lighting from this side because I have the light over there. We'll just go for the lock. We missed the lock. Okay, what are we gonna get? Light Martian attack, that's fine. We're gonna try right orbit here. We'll just go for Martians. I believe your timer gets stalled in the pops. A lot of these games in this era do that. Trying not to lose the ball. Ah, that was terrible. I always tell people when like they finally get in a pinball bit and they're like, how do you keep the ball in play so much? And my response is, you know, you nudge it for certain reasons. And the primary reason I feel I didn't make a good attempt there was it hit the sling and I didn't move it. Slings are designed to go into the out lane, and I didn't move it when it hit that sling, and sure enough, I got an out lane. So that was all on me. You can blame the out lane all you want, but if you did not make an attempt on that swing, you made a mistake. gonna try to, well, dead bounce here. Try to get the hurry up going. We want to prolong it. There we go.
Save me!
Now we've got the ramp. Orbit. That is not an orbit. Right orbit, please. We'll lock, sure. Get 2 locks in. Right orbit. Ramp. Now you've got plenty of time here. Don't worry, I know it's a hurry up. You got plenty of time. It's going down really slow. Once again, I've actually chosen to get the 500 million several times recently because I'm 2 shots away. If this was a tournament situation and I was like 2 or 3 shots away of a dangerous shot, I probably wouldn't go for this. I'd just go for the easy money. But for fun, going for the billion, plus it was an easier shot. Now we're just going for jackpots. And we'll go for a saucer, maybe a dirty pool. Oh shoot, that went straight through, unfortunately. So knowing your shots on the flipper is really important here, because when you get it and you're able to get a shot up the orbit like that, or up the ramp, you can then pay attention to everything else for a second and you know what's coming. Probably didn't need to do that, but we did it anyways. Tap there. I'm gonna go up, try to go up the right orbit. Learning how to work these balls in a cradle is very vital. Take your time. We just lost it all. We're going to try to cradle up again because these shots are worth a lot. Unfortunately, we lost the ball. But don't lose this ball. It's over. The worst thing you can do right now is lose the ball. But we're going to go into this multi-ball if we can. Squeak. Meow. How you doing, man? Good to see you. So I can post pass, I can work on this ramp because total annihilation is done. So we will go for the ramp. Miss it. It's an argument to be said to get the saucer open here. We'll take that risk. We made a shot and we missed it. Try and lose the ball here. The reason why you might not want to do that. I do not know why that was not a danger. Game still seems fine though. And we just... It did danger earlier, but now apparently it doesn't want to danger. I need to learn how to work on machines so I could set these machines the way I like it. Because I don't like super tight machines, but I don't like super loose machines. I mean, at this point, if I could do this and there's no dangers, I feel like I'm cheating. But we're not going to abuse it to a certain extent. In that situation, we'd just be like, look, we had 2 dangers, don't move it anymore. And that's kind of where I go. And on a super tight machine, I'll be like, you know what, I need to move this machine anyways, just because if I don't move the machine and I'm playing in a machine that's not super tight, I'm making mistakes. So I feel like there's a limit. We still got multi-ball. We're on ball 3 though. This is not going to work out well. We're only 1 saucer in. Just going to do a nice little plunge here. pass it over. And because we moved it, you can see that feed's now different. Like I said, I'm afraid the floor here might be a little uneven. See how this feed goes? It's still on the elbow. I'm just moving it to try to get that feed fixed. That's a little better. One more. What's that? Super jackpot slip for water. That will get the super jackpot there. I have a good feel for these games with that backhand. I've always liked backhands. I feel like usually, even if you miss, it comes out safe because it's not a designed shot usually. In some cases, scoops are, like on Aerosmith and Guardians, they have that little nice flick up. But I feel in this situation, like that flick to hit that shot isn't always designed. We got an extra ball lit. Let's get that. It feels like it's leaning to some extent. See how it looks. I don't even know what I scored there. I wasn't paying attention. I'm just trying to get this feed back to where we're happy with it. It's at the elbow. Be interesting to practice with it, I guess. We'll try this. How's every other camera? Every other camera looks good? Looks good. $5 billion, yeah, it was somewhere around there. We'll put up a high score here tonight. You know, barring my internet deciding to die. It looks like we had a few drop frames there, but nothing serious. If, unless my internet dies here, I'm going to put up a high score on this, which is about 13 to 15 billion. Look, right there. I need 11.2 billion. By the end of tonight. Just gonna enjoy playing with you guys. Thank you guys for coming by and visiting. If you haven't already done so, hit that follow button. I greatly appreciate it. I just like my numbers growing, you know. Makes you feel like you achieved something tonight. Everyone who's revisiting the channel, thank you so much. We are Crazy Kitty Man Booth. I stream pinball. I'm going to try to stream pinball several times in the next coming weeks. Since we'll have the availability, but my normal schedule is still going to be Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Where are we going? Right ramp. That was not a right ramp. Streaming and playing pinball's hard. Playing pinball's hard enough. You'd think I'd be used to this by now. I don't think you ever get used to this, let's be honest. I like that I'm turning there whenever I talk to you guys, even though the camera's over there. That's why I wanted the camera over there. Try and make this stream better for you guys. I really am. We ran into issues. Not my fault. Maybe my fault. Just whenever you're having a bad game, just blame me. Dude. Eat it, beat it. Thank you so much for the follow. Great name, I guess. Eat it, beat it. I want to say I'm misreading that name, but I apologize if I misread your name. That's what it is. Welcome to town, man. Still got ball safe going. No longer have ball safe going. No dirty pool. It's okay. That doesn't go in my head that much, the dirty pool. Alright. That worked out for us. Bye. It's okay. No super jackpot there. There is a time if I could hit that shot, I would have actually lit the super jackpot. I'm pretty sure it's gone now, but we're gonna go for it anyways. Pretty sure it's definitely gone. Yeah, it's gone. So we're gonna go for aliens here. We have an alien bomb flash in here. You can tell by this lit launch button. So if we're down to 1 and we're like draining the ball, we're gonna be pushing that. Like that. And we saved the ball, guys. Save the game. Learn these little secrets and you will get better. Alright. Every time we hit a Martian, it's worth like 20 or so. 20 million. Not worth it. We're going for total annihilation. The middle would be worth a lot of points, but we'd rather... We'll get the 100. You know, I always tell people not to hurry shots, and then I do it. Thankfully, I can recover these shots pretty well. Strobe multi-ball. This mode, you want to hit the saucer or the recognizer, whatever it's called, visor, 10 times. That's 4. We got 5. 6, 7, 8. Count in any... Oh, we got one more. Come on, get the one more. Oh, no grace period on that. There is a nice ball save at the end of that multi-ball, so it's... I've got this lit up really nice, but in a dark setting, these strobes are really screwing with your eyes, so if you lose all the balls at once, you will get a ball back. I wish I could afford a real machine to play on. I'm lucky enough to have met this family. Just lets me come here and play. Break all their machines. Still need to break this machine. Let's hope not. This machine's awesome and I don't want to not be able to play it because it's a nice warm-up machine. Whenever I'm playing like in modern tournament primarily, I really like just attack from Mars is just really nice to work on. Left orbit for annihilation. Let's go.
Total annihilation.
Like hitting orbits here. saucer right now. It's pretty good. We almost got a dirty pool there, but it went into the saucer. That shot is money. Definitely once you've hit a few shots. Go ramp. Go other ramp. Go ramps. Go gadget go. We're down to 2 balls. We want to kind of slow things up. That's the shot we were going for because we had a lot of points up. We're out of multi-ball. Get a last second shot, that's awesome. Light the locks. Get control of it. Hi puppy, do you need to go out? Or does Pounce need to come in? Unfortunately, kind of stuck bringing the ball. So let me. You just want attention. Can you see this puppy? Nah, it's down here. How you doing? Let me. Pounce is out there. Let's go to Pounce. I'll be right back, guys. Gotta take care of the animals. Want it, Pounce? Want it? Let the kitty in. Let the puppy out. Hey, thank you for the host, Heckler. Greatly appreciate it. All right, good ball 1, 6 billion. Not bad. Visors 1 shot. We are into saucer 3 now. Once we get the visor down, so I'm 1 shot away. I don't like going for the super skill shot here. Definitely because I don't like screwing up my total annihilation billion point shot. So what I'm going to do is do a nice safe shot, have it bounce, pass over, and then hit the saucer while ball save's still going. Let us see the dog. You know, dog's outside right now. I really don't want to screw with the cameras, guys. I really don't. Really don't. Sorry, guys. We've had the camera in better situations, and I will be streaming over the course of the next few weeks. You'll be able to see the puppy. Remind me another time. I'm just having issues with my camera right now. And puppy is outside too. Okay. We unfortunately ruined that opportunity to hit the visor, and trying to figure out why the ball stopped there. Looks like there's a lot of dirt there. Probably needs to get some clean. Visor. That's why not. But we saved it. You'll notice that I nudge it when it hits off the wall, and I'm doing that deliberately to put the ball in a better situation that I feel comfortable controlling. As you play over time, you'll hopefully gain that knowledge, and it will help you keep the ball in play much longer. I want to drop catch here, go for the right orbit, because we're still working on billion point shot is hard to pass up. That swing is definitely not that sensitive. There we go. So now we're set up. We're in a perfect situation. Drop catch into a cradle. Great skill learned, guys. I did play a remake. San Diego got one in the home, and we played it for a tournament, and it was set up really tight. But the thing about the remake, and I played one at Pinagogo the year before that, you forget how these played brand new, I feel. For me, it was a little difficult because I actually remembered how it played new, and then I started playing on these machines which have had a lot of play on it and going, what the hell's this? Because I literally had basically a 20-year hiatus. And Puppy wants in. I'm stuck in a game, so let's go with the game right now. Go for that ramp, go for the other ramp, go for the orbit. Maybe.
Watch out, man. They've got a big old lead.
Now, if I need 500 million here, I'm not happy. I'd go for the 500, but we got the billion. That orbit. Feeling your shots in this is so nice when you really know where you want to put the ball. And then you get situations like that, and it's horrible. I hear you, Puppy. Trust me. Trying to gain a little control. Oh, we tried for the dirty pool, but this flipper shooting in a interesting situation. I'm really sorry, Puppy. I should have let you go out. That was not a horrible job, but it wasn't that good of a one either. Video mode. Alright, video mode here. Go left to right. Left, right, left. Right, now don't forget that you have a bomb here at the bottom. A lot of people forget that. I didn't know about it on Pinball Arcade, and I had to do my challenges without it. So you push the button right there. You should be close to finishing it. There we go. And then you got 80 shots into this mothership. This is big points, guys. We want to save the universe. The ships. If you play video games, you kind of understand how the ship works, and you can just work on it. Make sure you get your shots. We got this. We can't even screw this up if we wanted to. Well, we could. We got the puppy in, and we're back to play. Doing it all, guys.
We gotta save the Statue of Liberty.
Well, maybe not all, but we tried. We tried. Extra ball, so we're still on ball one. We got 10 million. Let's go. We still need 2 saucers. We need to conquer Mars, and we need a super jackpot. So we're primarily going to work on super jackpot here. We need a 5-way combo. Your mommy, oh mommy. I feel the remake is way too stiff and fast, really hard to aim shots. Like I said, when I played it, it felt really authentic, but every machine does play differently, so maybe it was set up differently. Maybe a certain amount of them came out that way. It is going to be a lot, like, once pinballs seem to, like, have, you know, the wear and tear aspect that changes how the game plays. So, yeah, you've got that, I'm sure, to some extent. I didn't find much difference, but I do understand the stiffness reference as far as it being, I think primarily it's because it's brand new. I think as it wears down, it will be better. Guys, thank you for the host. Greatly appreciate it. Oh, the flipper hop. That could be adjusted. Your mommy. So that's an adjustment on the flippers, and quite often, these games definitely in tournament situations have that flipper hop to make it harder. Doing a normal skill shot here. Let it bounce, going for the locks. That is an adjustment you could do on your machine if you like the slickness of the shot. You could change how the flippers and rubbers are positioned. And actually, I really like when games have flipper hop because it's really difficult. Like, you won't get those rhythm shots, and it's harder to play on those. So you do a lot more catching and control. Yeah, it's definitely adjustable. So that aspect, that specific aspect is just someone's got the flippers. Flippers have a little give, so they could be risen or lowered, and the rubber size, it varies as well, from my understanding. The rubbers also might be more bouncy than others. The angle of the table could be changed. So tables vary, and it's, you know, sometimes half ramps go easily, some have odd feeds that you're not prepared for, and you lose the ball. Thankfully, we had another extra ball, so we're still on ball one. And that's something like players will come to me and ask me, how do I play Medieval Madness in tournament? I'm playing a tournament this weekend, and I know Medieval Madness is there. What do you do? And it's kind of a tough answer because it depends on how that one plays. The answer is typically I go for castles unless it's too dangerous, in which case I go for multi-ball. If the game plays super nice, I go for a nice, you know, multi-ball stack. And I've seen a player before just go, you know what, screw all that. I'm going barn multi-ball 3 times in one ball. A lot of us are gamers, some of us are not gamers, and the thing which gamers understand is how to find an abuse of a game and get the most points out of it. And that's kind of what you want to do and develop as a pinball player is, hey, this shot doesn't work. How do I get the points today? Look, that shot's super easy. I'm just going to keep shooting that shot over and over and make the points. Obviously, you'd like it where the table plays perfect and you could always make that shot and you could, you know, get the combos and everything else. But I've played on some Attack from Mars. I'm not hitting that ramp. 9 out of 10 times, I'm not hitting that ramp. I need to try something else for points. And if I'm a good player and I can't hit that ramp, then chances are my opponent can't either. That's the nice thing is when you're playing with an opponent, they get to, number one, see what you're doing. And you get to find a way around the problems of the table. Go for that super jackpot. There it is. We got there. Man, I like how it's feeding up into that right ramp. Just have it dialed. Got that orbit. Oh, so close. We're getting a little too fancy. Gain control. I was afraid of that Newton. Sometimes it's best just to get control. I could go for a dirty pool. There is a grace period. Not kidding. you know, everyone, that's the nice thing about pinball is everyone has their own love for it. I always tell my people when I find a game I absolutely hate, I actually play it more because I want to learn the table. So tables which I don't like even more so, I'm going to practice harder on to find ways to play it. You know, go Star Wars. Let's see. Yeah, quite often it's based, the whole left flipper is based off of people's suggestions. Quite often if it's operator owned, it's so it drains easier. You know, operators talk and they go, hey, if you do this, you're going to have more balls drained, you know, and a good player is going to find ways around it, but a normal player is just going to go there and be ready for the shots, and then it's going to hop, and you're going to flip, and it's going to drain. The LE remake of this is really a work of art, though. I do like the topper. I do like the big, huge DMD. It's definitely something, and I think it's great for the people that could own it or just enjoy pinball and get to find it. Munch the quarters, yep. Stern Wars, that's what we're calling it, Stern Wars. We get some love for Laser Wars, guys. Who actually knows what I'm talking about? So we're close to blowing up USA. I have to always look at this drop because it's black, so you can't tell. I love how this game's made up. I love the mods on it. I'm gonna go for a left ramp here. We're done with the right ramp for now. We're done with that ramp. We're gonna move it over and try the orbit. We are pretty much set up for another annihilation. We need to work on the left orbit, and that came out really hot. Okay. Start with the 2. We got 3. Do we want 500 million or do we want to be greedy? The answer is we want to be greedy, guys. Let it bounce over here, go for the orbit. Ooh, that came out really, really interesting. Post pass, maybe, maybe not. Save the ball. Can we get the left orbit number 2 done? Ah! I forgot that left flipper has that give. And instead of bouncing over, it dropped the flipper and rolled over. Oh, mistakes, guys. Mistakes were made. We had some fun games on Fishtails last night. I did a split flipper tournament. And we played Fishtails a couple times, and we did pretty damn good on it. Split flipper is a great way to learn from another player as well. Quite often learning these little tricks like the Martian bombs. Share your knowledge. Get people to be better at pinball. And if you share your knowledge, they're going to share theirs. So if you're kind of new into the game, or like I just want to be on a level field with players, so I'm going to always share what I know to help them out. And it's kicked me in the butt before. It almost killed me at Pinball Madness. By the way, if you want to follow on my real pinball stuff, there's a Metal Kitten down below. You can see where I've done on tournaments. I've been doing well lately. We got Indis coming up later, beginning of next year. We're going to see what we can do there. 2 days of classics too. I feel very comfortable in classics now. And I'm gonna definitely try to make finals on both days of Classic. So it's gonna be a lot of pinball. On top of the modern main event. It's gonna be a fun event. If you guys are in SoCal, you should check it out. They're going to have a bunch of pinballs on free play as well, so you could just come by and play for free and check out the tournament scene if you're not comfortable playing in it. I think there's going to be a kids event. Half ramps are bad. I think there's going to be a kids event and a women's event as well, so let me throw that out really quick. Search that in a web browser, that pinball, you should be able to find it. If it gets you to a adult site, it's not my fault. You know what, yo mama? The only way to get better at pinball, in my opinion, number one, you play it more. So it doesn't matter if you're bad. I honestly have always been on a point which I don't mind losing because it means someone else has won. I do want to win. I really do. But in the beginning, you're not going to typically have success. It takes practice, no matter what you do. It's nice if you could get to the top 50% in your first tournament. Seriously. Definitely if there's a lot of good players. Go there, participate. I go even when I'm not feeling well and I know I'm going to get knocked out right away. I don't care how good of a player people might perceive me. I'm just going there sometimes to be a part of the event. The other thing is watch the other player. When the player is playing, don't just hover next to them. That is not okay. But take a step back and watch the table, watch their flipper techniques, watch the feeds. This is something I think a lot of players which want to get good do not. They're just saying, they're going, I want to beat the table, I want to beat the table, I'm going to beat the table. There's so much information sitting right in front of you by your opponent playing it. Definitely if your opponent is considered better than you. Use everything you can to learn about this table right now. How does it feed out of the scoop? How's that shot? What's he doing? I don't know this game. What's he shooting for? I know this guy knows what he's doing. Why is he shooting for that? And you learn over time. We're in a tricky spot.
Get the truth.
We want to hit the saucer. Not really, but we're going to. Get lucky. Go for annihilation.
Super shot.
And I always tell people, hey, even if the guy's a complete scrub, and this goes for any game, you still should pay attention. Because he might have an idea that you never even thought of, and he might not be able to pull it off that good, but he might be a complete genius as far as going for a certain shot a certain way. I hate when everyone starts a game and they're like, this is the only way to play this game. You should only go this route to win this game, and the fact is, quite often, they're wrong. I've very often got a certain strategy on a machine and then noticed a shift in how people play it. Now, if you don't understand a certain strategy, you definitely shouldn't go for it. You should play what you're comfortable with, but you should definitely consider it. Let it float around in your mind. Maybe you'll get that, or you'll get a different strategy or combination, and that's how things develop. Let's see if we can get a good shot. Boom. 1 million. Never leave. Never take your hands off the flippers. I'm stupid. Hey, there was something going on. Double flipping your mama. Thank you so much for the follows. Greatly appreciate it, guys. Alright. So I think this is GC. We still don't have 5-way combo, and that kind of hurts us, but we kind of just want to conquer Mars now. And I think the best way to do that is to maybe go for Martians. I think there's a lot of shots I will drain. Sorry, guys. Good bonus, though. 190. 17 billion. GC. Boom, boom. Guys, thank you so much for coming by and checking things out. Like I said, I'm going to be streaming a lot more in the next couple of weeks. If there's something you're interested in, hit me up on Discord, Twitter, Instagram, or on Twitch. I typically respond. We're going to be playing a few more games for sure. It's still early. I don't have anything I'm doing. I'm hoping everyone's going to have a good Turkey Day tomorrow. You don't celebrate Turkey Day? That's fine. Just stay away from romaine lettuce, apparently. The games I have available here is a Harlem Globetrotters, which I haven't streamed yet because the left sling is not functioning. I think it's the left, it might be right. But I feel like it's cheating to play on that one. We played Meteor. You can check my YouTube channel on the Meteor game. We played Creature a bit. I want to stream Paragon, and I almost streamed Paragon today, but I wanted to have more fun. I wanted the flow. I didn't really want to just go, let's practice tap passing. But I think Paragon's definitely one I want to stream soon. 8-Ball Champ is down. Firepower is apparently down. I have an oldie M over there, and that's down currently. And then this Dolly, I guess, is completely dead, unfortunately. I love Dolly Parton. We got 2 stars. One, unfortunately, the flipper is not working well, and the other one's not working at all. We got Can Crusher. That's a rare game. It's on loan here. He lent out his Twilight Zone. We got World Cup Soccer, which I believe is working fine. Star Trek's working fine. The Scared Stiff works okay for a little bit, and then the left flipper gets swanky. Got an Elvira. We got a Jurassic Park and a Space Station. Both of those, I'm afraid, have bit the dust for now. Hopefully we get some of these working again. Hey, take care, eat it, beat it. Thank you for dropping by, and thank you so much for the follow. I'm going to take a small break, and we're going to get back, and we're going to play some more pinball. If you guys have anything specific, let me know. Little public service announcement. If you do play pinball and you use the restroom, wash your fucking hands or I will slap you across the face. Not even joking. It's for everyone, guys, please. I am going to play a game with my cat mask. You may have seen me before in this. It's fun. I like doing this. It's really hard to see out of this game, so please don't tease me on my game. And thank you for watching the stream, guys. Let's go one-handed too. Why not? Just a quick one-handed fun game. Going, guys. We got this. Give up on it too early. I was expecting a right flipper, ended up being a left flipper. All right. Oh, sure, now I get 5-way combo. Feels great. 6-way combo. Do I hear 7? It's okay, we got this. We got this. 4 billion, we can do this. We're so screwed. Did hit the button. Not bad though. So let's see what we're doing. Sitting down for a moment, slam tilting the machine with my knee. How is everyone doing? Seriously. What have you guys been doing pinball wise? Metallica code's out. I didn't get to read all of it. It looks like they've made a lot of changes though. I really want to play it and then reread the rules and then play it some more. Love that table, and they've made it more fun. We got to play Pirates at Carl D'Angelo's place last week. Should check out IE Pinball for his streams. He's great. We got to play with Jack Danger this weekend. Dead Flip, if you haven't watched him yet, please do. Played in his tournament. And yeah, we didn't win. A lot of people put like, I know I saw a clip that said choke. And I'm sitting there going, look, played pinball for 5 hours, did not gain control of the ball, had a half ramp, had an unlucky right out lane. Didn't have a cradle where we then screwed up a shot, so I'm not too worried about it. Really not. I felt I played really well in that tournament. Got screwed on the buck on ball 2, hit it solidly with the backhand and then hit it solidly with the forehand, and it decided not to register, and that's pinball. You get those sometimes your opponent gets those, and you still got to get more points than your opponent regardless of how it works. TNA. We did play TNA in the tournament and got first out of 2 balls, I think. We didn't even need to play our 3rd ball, I want to say. No, we actually had to get there on 3rd ball. We got safe and then we stopped playing, if I recall. Everything's new to you, man. Like, this is a great time to get into pinball. It's working out really well right now. Enjoy it, seriously. At this point, I'm like, yeah, the new thing comes out, and it's nice that we have a nice constant new stuff, but it's got to be overwhelming when it's like, how do I play these 500 other games? I was mentioning that as far as pinball players, it seems like the biggest thing is we all want to see these awesome things done, even when you're playing in a tournament. I honestly, your opponent doesn't modify a thing as far as your ball. They're not blocking shots. They're not hustling against you. It's you and the table. And you know what? You get to play your ball, and then you get to watch others, how they play their balls differently. And you should appreciate everything you learn from these players, and you should appreciate when they're doing well, because everyone wants to do well, everyone wants to win. And I think that's one of the huge factors that you have to realize is everyone wants to win. And only one person is going to win the whole event. We played 45 people. I took second. And even when you're sitting there taking second, it's like, look, there's 43 other people which would love to have taken second. There's 42 people which would have loved taken third. You can't take these for granted. Enjoy where you get to, and you just keep working hard. You'll get there. Sanyan, hi. How you doing, man? Hopefully you are well. Let's play another game. We got a 17 earlier. That was our one-handed game, the 1.7. I think we got 17. 17 or 19. Let's look. It's not letting me do anything. There we go. 17.2. Let's see. Give me 1 minute. I want to say hi to someone. Hello. Who's that? Raymond? It's okay. Sorry? Pounce is out. No, Pounce came back in, so everything's fine. Everything's as you left it. Alright, guys. Let's see if we could get Rule the Universe this time. Should have done Secret Skill Shot, but we'll just I don't mind going this route because you get the ball saved for a portion of time, and you can throw it up into the visor. Now we gotta watch it.
No time to see like those Martians.
That game didn't happen, guys.
Business reports are coming in from all over the world. The Earth is under attack. An attack from Mars.
I just like going after the game itself. I want to get further into the game, and I think that's the approach everyone should be. Hey, you actually get the damn visor down. Awesome. Hey, you get to beat the saucer once. Awesome. And then you keep working on that. Can I get 2 this time? Can I get 3? You know? Depending on the game, there's plenty of goals to be had. And I think that's the enjoyable part about pinball is getting to a portion spot you didn't get to yet. Man, we are showing how this table can be mean. We've lost our focus.
The Earth is being
We
invaded
get this.
by flying saucers from Mars. Return to bound, soldier.
Okay. Use your training, young Padawan. You got this.
Build an atomic blaster.
I always like going for these orbits at the beginning. Make sure I get some points on the board in a tournament or something. Quite often the machine's set hard. That bounce though. Oh. Yeah, exactly. That's the way to go after it. Keep going after those tables. And enjoy it while you're there, because once you've already done it all, it gets kind of grindy. You ask me what I'm looking forward to, and it's like Last Man Standing, and you know, maybe Iron Man multi-ball, Super multi-ball, or whatever it is.
Well done, soldier. Get the troops ready.
I'd like to have a good 2 minutes to midnight. Ouch. We're doing good. We're doing good. We're just showing that we too could play poorly sometimes. Multipliers are good. One more, 5 seconds left. Also, it's important to find a good time to actually look up at the screen. So you know what you have to do in your time frames.
You know, I enjoy killing these Martians.
I really want a dirty pool, and we're not getting it. Not getting it.
You some ugly Martians.
Yep. Like I said early in the broadcast, what I typically did at the beginning is I got to the point which I was getting replays, and if you get a really good game, use your replay. It's free. It's a free game, basically. Use your replay to work on your flipper techniques, or for, you know, honing in on certain shots or different like ideas. You're like, I want to try this mode out. I'm not good at it. You know. hurry up. Oh, well. I meant hurry up continue to 300 million, but we're there. Yeah, just keep building those skills and watching. I was not good at drop catches last year. And I really pushed, like, there's certain ways you can drop catch, which I didn't even realize. And then I was watching Carl D'Angelo when I played him. And he definitely helped me out on learning the availability of certain shots. What's wrong? Did I lose my internet? What's wrong, Sanyan? Please don't cry. We're here. That's good. Man, we just can't hit that damn ramp, can we? There it is. We found it. Still good points. I said hello, Sanyan. I said it. I'm saying it again. I'm saying hi. How you doing? No, you're welcome, man. You've always been welcome. You've been here for years. I apologize if I don't always say hi to everyone. It's harder now. I'm playing real pinball. Love you, dude. Don't be like that. You're more than welcome here, Samia. We've had several discussions before on stream. You know that. Yeah. Sometimes my mic isn't picking it up. Sometimes you're in a commercial or something, maybe. I don't know. I always do my best to say hi to every one of you guys. If I miss you, I'm really sorry. One of the bigger issues I've always had on chat, actually, is when someone else chats and it's the same color text. I will forever think that whoever is purple is Sanya right now. That's how my mind is. But I do my best. I really do. Rudy, Soup, David Batman, and 16-Bit Jim hosting me. Thank you guys so much. Greatly appreciate it. David Batman, I don't think streams anymore. I think he was the one that streamed WWE stuff. He had like every WWE table available, and he works for WWE. He was a great, like, I enjoyed his streams when he streamed, and I think he still streams, I just never catch it. Rudy Soup, though, if you haven't checked him out, you should give him a follow. Great guy. This is Attack from Mars, Clay M. Good to see you, man. There are different pinballs. Actually, some of these machines have an odd ball in them. They're like an eyeball. They purchased them somewhere. You could get the power balls. There's glow balls. So yeah, the ball and the condition of the ball changes how the ball works. And these balls eventually get chipped away and should be replaced from time to time. Because number one, it does affect the play, and number two, it actually can damage the machine. So you should change out the balls from time to time. You know, everyone has their preference as far as what balls they should use. We're just gonna go into multi-ball here. Or not. Let's go into, drain mode. That's what we wanted to do. I want to say the machines typically have the same size of ball, but the weight may vary. I know the reaction the games has on they got like these eyeball balls, so there's like an eyeball printed on them, and they work a little funky on the machine, and you always know when you have it. It's kind of interesting playing with it though, because some shots work better, so sometimes you prefer the odd ball. In the end, obviously, you typically want to have standard ball, like all the balls standard. Twilight Zone has a ceramic ball called the Power Ball in the machine, which gets out from the gumball machine. And the physics on it is different. So yeah, you've got that going on. So it is a mystery award. The Scoop Multi-Ball is a mystery award, so you'll get it through the Stroke of Luck shot. It's lit at the beginning. We have Stroke of Luck. You have to hit that shot from the front of the playfield. It doesn't work from behind. So there it is. Light Martian attack. There's a percentage of how it picks what's going to be there. And to relight it, we want to light these in lanes or out lanes. We want to relight these 4 shots. So we're gonna start this multi-ball, relight it, and then we'll try to get another mystery. Left. I love that little quote. If you hit the scoop, he'll yell, miss me if he's the last one out. It's a great little effect there. Great comedic effect. Hit that in lane. We're out of multi-ball already. But we did relight the Stroke of Luck shot. Yeah, so it's called Strobe Multi-Ball. Squeaks right. It will also give you locks or light locks for the 3-ball multi-ball there. To give you extra ball. There's a lot of different options on it. And we're going to just go through some of those as we're playing. As mystery is somewhat random, there is a percentage based off of where your score is. So it's actually not as random as you might think it is. So we're currently at like 300 million. It's going to light lock because we didn't have lock lit yet. No, I didn't. I got the Martian multi-ball, but not a
Watch out, man. They got a
normal
big old
multi-ball. We're just going for Stroke of Luck again. And there's your Strobe multi-ball. It's lit now, or it's dotted. Now we're gonna just hit the visor as many times as we can. We get a nice ball save on this. Hitting balls is one of my biggest problems in this multi-ball. Depending on the machine, we trap up pretty well. let's keep getting mystery rewards. Gonna light mystery here and try to hit mystery. Ouch. Don't play wild, guys. Hurts. Really hurts. More mystery. Let's go.
We gotta save the Statue of Liberty.
Not the mystery shot.
We'll blow the snot out of you, Martian.
There it is. What do we gain now? Video mode. Nope. 50 mode. Lucky us. Go for a lock, get second. Insert lit.
Missiles on standby.
I like doing this sort of thing when I'm playing around. Because it varies what I'm doing on a game. Definitely if I have to play the same machine over and over. I nudged that badly. There's good and bad nudges. There's good and bad catches, and we're dead. Yeah, so once you get the Martian attack, the 4 Martians start rattling around. You want to hit all 4 Martians. So you got the 2 here, you got the 2 back there. You hit all 4, it's going to start a 2-ball multi-ball. You got a ball save for a small time frame. You could stack that with, number 1, if you've started your, if you've started the Martian attack and then you get your multi-ball before you start the Martian multi-ball, you can stack the Martian multi-ball on top of it. It doesn't work the opposite way. Once you've gotten into jackpot, the multi-ball, you're stuck in that. But if Martians is running, you're good. If Martians collected, you can't get the multi-ball. However, you can get total annihilation while in Martians, which you can't get total annihilation during the other multi-ball. So, stuff to think about. What's his toes? Good to see. Good to see ya. I keep hearing it click. It's the fan over there. Whew. It's getting a little chilly in here. It actually feels chilly, guys. Man, Southern California has been hot this season.
This is an emergency broadcast.
So if you guys have a request, let me know. Greatly appreciate you guys showing up. Greatly appreciate the host and the follow. If you haven't already done so, hit that follow button. I'm going to be streaming as much pinball for you guys for the next couple of weeks. We typically stream only on Wednesdays, but we're going to make a couple more appearances at the very least. It's going to be Christmas time pinball for you. Basically, beginning to middle of December, we're going to try to do a lot of pinball. One-handed, two-handed. Let's try to get dual units. We've tried it twice now.
No time to be laughter.
Return to battle, soldier.
That up and over is always nasty. I'm trying to think what machine was killing me yesterday with that. One of the newer machines, it was like Kiss or Aerosmith. I'm thinking it was Aerosmith. So the Martian targets are how to get. So we'll go with that since we're kind of in a dead zone. The M unfortunately is burned out on this one, so we don't know if that's
Toilet bleeding saucer.
hit yet. But the flashing ones are the ones you're aiming for. So we have the end at the very least. I don't know if it shows you in here. Doesn't look like it. So we're gonna get this end. and it will increase the value of the Martians during that mode. So I think it starts at 10 million. If you hit all of them, it will go to 20 million. So it's actually lit right now, but you can increase the value from going after them, which I honestly wouldn't suggest doing. I don't think it's worthwhile, but we're here, so we're trying it. And that M. Well, we got the M, which was actually not got it. Just need the end. We got a little luck from the sling. So now the Martians are 30, and we got a Martian bomb. So the Martian bomb can be used to hit a Martian. If we were able to start that, and we hit 3 of them, and we're going to drain, we could hit the 4th one and start multi-ball. And you use the launch button will be flashing if you have a Martian bomb to be used. A lot of these machines of this era, if the launch button starts flashing, you have a item to use basically. It's similar to the this new stern buttons. If it's flashing, you push it. Same deal, just it's more visible now on the new sterns. Yeah, so the first set you do lights the Martian attack, and you typically start Martian attack, go for the multi-ball, and then each concurrent time you complete it, each time you're completing it, you're increasing the value as well. Up to 50 million per Martian, if I recall. Yep, shoot all the letters and get the scoop. Typically, you're not going for that unless you're like down to 1 or 2 letters, because they're dangerous shots. Definitely the side ones. You want to try to avoid missing primarily shots which make the ball go left to right, because it's more likely to go down the out lanes. And these shots just fling it left to right in the out lanes. So typically you're not going for those. Pinball 101, right? Shoot the shots which will safely go back to your foot. Actually chilly enough, I'm going to wear my hoodie. No problem, man. Yeah, like, you eventually learn these things. I do my best to help teach you. And some things will hopefully sink. Other things will take some time. We'll hopefully get that back. You can let it bounce here. Go for the visor. Why not? I could actually tell you why not. We're going to restart this game. I don't feel like starting.
This is an emergency broadcast. They are being invaded by flying saucers from Mars.
Oh, we did not get the ball. That's okay. Kind of just getting more focused right now in my game. Orbit. Post. I meant post, guys. If I say orbit and I hit the post, I obviously was aiming for that post. Posts give the most points, by the way. Sorry, I'm very sarcastic. You don't understand. Please don't hit post, guys. Aim for your shots, hit your shots. Don't go for stand-ups. Don't go for posts. Another service announcement by yours truly, Crazy Kitty Man. Love your kitties. Give them a hug. By the way, if you want to share your cat or your favorite fuzzy creature, I do have a Discord. I do keep up with it. Although I think I've had like 1 post in the last 3 months. There was a cat that was posted, and I'm like, wow, that cat's awesome. From, God. My memory's just horrible right now. I'm so ready to I was so ready to get out of work, and I'm feeling like part of it's I haven't eaten. Part of it is I have not eaten. That is my fault. We really wanted to get in and start the stream on time. We had a bit of an internet issue, but we got that figured out. Do we want to keep working on this? Yeah, why not? Rants. You will constantly see me playing these games, definitely at some of the barcades where the scores just get reset all the time. I'll just walk away. I won't even put in my initials. So yeah, there's plenty. A lot of it's actually more so opponents, players which are playing on these machines don't know that there are replays, so they walk away before they get their replay. So yeah, you can get a lot of free games at the barcades. I quite often will play a free one and then leave credits, so you know, don't be super greedy about it, but you know, if someone leaves it, it's yours to play. I like letting others play it because there's a lot of people which will go in there with the same mind frame. You know, they don't want to pay for their game, and they see a free game and they try pinball, and maybe they'll get hooked. Well, that's going to start our multi-ball. This is the basic multi-ball, which you have to lock 3 balls. On ball 3, you get a pity one based off of your score. At least in yeah, my mind's just not there tonight, guys. I'm really trying though. I really am. Thank you guys so much for checking out this stream, seriously. And I'm glad to answer your questions, dude, seriously. You're enjoying pinball and then gotten into it. Going for the super jackpot here. No. Bad shots, bad shots. You can still get the super jackpot here. Drop catch into the ramp maybe? Sneak attack will give us points, but we'd rather have the super jackpot. Well, that was bad. Bad reaction. Should have nudged there, should have had the flipper up. Few things. You have a princess? Oh, sweet. I need to check this out. Hey, Ram Jam. Let me get to Ram Jam first before I check this picture and Clay M. Do you play a large variety of pinball machines? I do, Clay M. I'm on Pindigo. I think there's a list of my name on Pindigo. It's Crazy Kitty Man or Crazy Kitty Man Voof. I think I have that there. I could be wrong. But I do my best to post some of the scores I play. Definitely if it's a newer machine. I love all styles of machines, really. So we've played a good variety. We live in Los Angeles, so we have a lot of barcades which have opened up. I get to play all the new machines quite often. I've been to Banning at the Museum of Pinball several times, so there's a lot of machines I still haven't played, but we've played a good portion of them. So if there's any machines you have questions on, we'd love to discuss those. Ram Jam says, where do you sight ball to shoot? Multi-ball lock, off the flipper, marker on the table. Quite often we go based off of our muscle memory of where it is on the pinball machine, on the flipper. And that could vary depending on, the flippers. Sometimes the flippers don't really have markers. Sometimes we do a timing. But quite often we're basing it based off of the percentage on the flipper. We have used the markings before on certain tables, but I don't think I use it all that often. The biggest thing I more notice is whether or not there's a flipper hop, and depending on that hop, I will choose a specific spot on the table on hitting it. But a lot of it's more feel, I think. I think it's more just feel. I kind of know where it's supposed to be and where it's going to go. So when I have that thought in my head that it's right there and it's going to go there, I shoot it. So I think it's more just memory than anything. I hope that answers to some point. Let's see a princess. Oh, that's an awesome kitty. Oh, so fluffy. Love the eyes. It's a great picture. You can see my cat on my she always poses with my trophies on Instagram, so I'll give her a lot of pictures. I've got my emote. My emote is Penelope. Penelope Pussycat right there. Best emote on Twitch. Subscribe for free if you have Twitch Prime. Sell out. All right. That flipper looked a little weird right there, so I'm kind of paying attention to that. Please don't die, flipper. I like this game too much. I think it's just a little wonky. Go combos. I need caffeine. We're not getting to roll the universe here, so we'll just play a little one-handed. Kind of relax. Like I said, I play worse when I've had like a long day. It was supposed to be an easy day. It was anything but easy today. Like, you think the day before Thanksgiving would be easy, and it's been easy in the past, but my work can be very stressful depending on situations, and it was really stressful today. That's not gonna work. Kitty mask? No. Put it in here for now. Yeah, tuxedo kitties. They're always so friendly. You know, I wish that was always the case, but it's not. We love all kitties regardless, but there are definitely cats which are very protective, and they probably should be. Unfortunately, be nice to all kitties, please.
Watch out, man. They got a big old beak.
My kitty is super scaredy cat, actually, unfortunately. You know, you do something, you realize it was wrong, and it sucks. We could have moved it more. This machine lets us move it a lot, unfortunately. I feel like the tilt bob might have gotten knocked. I'm actually curious. I'm gonna open this up. And look. Go figure. us trying to figure out how to find the tilt bar. It's supposed to be here. Is that it? No. There is no tilt bar. We're actually stumped, guys. We do not see the tilt bar. Maybe it does not exist. I know we've gotten a warning, though. I know we've gotten a warning. Oops. Figure. See if I can correct that. That looks better. I take care of Siamese, and yeah. Actually, Mr. Binks is a very nice kitty, but he can be a butthead. He eventually takes to us when we're taking care of him. We do a lot of cat sitting. Some flippers. We need to learn how to rebuild flippers. Ouch. Gory Rory, thank you so much for the host, and DJ, love you. Alright, we gotta play again. I'm gonna see if I can focus this game a little. Super dude, your mama subscribed with Prime. Thank you so much, dude. Your mama too subscribed. Greatly appreciate it, dude. Enjoy your Penelope emote. We've typically used all our the money we've gotten from Twitch to get the gear to stream real pinball. We're just streaming virtual pinball. So I grew up on virtual pinball, and now we're streaming real pinball, and I greatly appreciate it, dude. Clay M, thoughts on Gottlieb System 80s? So we did play Pink Panther. It's an interesting game, and Black Hole. Name a few others. Like, I always enjoyed Black Hole on Pinball Arcade. I have not played a Black Hole since I got back into pinball about 3 years ago. I'll be honest. I did play Pink Panther. It was an interesting rule set. I teeter from like, I play things based off like the generation. So this generation versus like the Gottliebs, I don't like doing. It's like comparing an EM to a modern game. You just don't. You take everything as they are, and I like the challenge of all of them. I like Data East games. The way they play, because quite often they play differently and you have to adapt and play against them. You need that kitty emote. Thank you so much, dude. Greatly appreciate it. Enjoy it.
We gotta save the set. Turn them out, soldier.
Penelope greatly appreciates it.
Destroy the saucer.
Well, you're not subscribing for the gameplay, that's for damn sure. There's some Petty's. Petty's watching now, we have to play better. Did I say better? Okay. Okay. No more restarts. We're not allowed. It's bad. We make it work. always tell people, and then I forget when I'm streaming, because it's less fun to cradle up all the time and whatnot. But if you're playing pinball seriously, cradle up every chance you get. You get to survey the play field. We'll call it battlefield, whatever, and figure out what shot works best for you. You might miss the shot, but if you can cradle, you'll make it more often. And I typically go, I talk about control more than I do cradling. Because that's, you know, a more balanced shot is getting the ball to be more stable on the flip. So like right now, if I decided to shoot, it would have been more stable. We unfortunately let it go too far. Get a little lucky there. We'll let it bounce over here. Still think I want to let it bounce over. I think I screwed up my feet, unfortunately. We're going to shake the machine a little to try to change how that feed's going. That nudge there was necessary. So let's face it, I'd have two dangers here. So we're going to not move the machine so much. Or we could. The way the machine's set up, let's blow it up. Haunted House, James Bond. I enjoyed James Bond, 007. I don't know if I played James Bond. 007 was Stern, right, or Sega? GoldenEye was what I was thinking. I don't know if I've ever seen a James Bond. I'll need to put that on my list. Mars, God of War. I need to play those. Play them, because like literally I've only played. I could have played a pristine haunted house at Jim Belcito's place, and I didn't get the address for his house till it was too late for a Halloween party. He had a haunted house there, and I feel really bad I didn't get to try that. But there's always next time. But we have played Pink Panther, and we are aware of Black Hole. And I'm sure there's some big fans of the Gottliebs. I would hope so. Going for this ramp. Trying to maybe there. I'm okay with losing this. We want to go for the billion-point shot here. Okay, we got one more shot. There it is. Boom. Let's go, guys. 5 shots, guys. That's what we're going for. Oh wait, this is total annihilation. Still going for 5 shots, but we can hit the same one over and over if we want to. Uh-oh. Stop being bad. So this is not the best situation because it's going to come out here. So what we're going to do is try to go for the right orbit right there. it in play. Try to gain control of one. There we go. Got the cradle. Whew. It is harder to find those Gottliebs. Like I said, I've had an opportunity to play a Black Hole. I haven't played it, but I've literally only played Pink Panther. And that's a very hard machine to find. It's a very rare machine. Ooh, nice, a restored one. I enjoyed the play set of it, to be honest. Like, the rule set was kind of unique. Not bad. No, very cool. That's okay. Orbits. A little bounce there when I catch it. See if we can get a big shot here. Nope, we missed it, and this is dangerous coming down. Got it. It's okay, it's okay. It's okay. We're nothing to see here. I swear there's a tilt bob in this thing. There probably isn't. Feels bad. I like, oh shit. Well, trying to explain it screwed me over, so I think we're even. Sorry, Martians. Strobe multi-ball, let's go into it. Two shots. Oh, that rattled up there. Thankfully hit it. Gonna actually let those drain. We'll get them back. We'll get them back. Oh yes, we got it. Oh yes, we have that grace period, thankfully. I would have tilted that machine. I forgot about grace period on that multi-ball. Do not tilt machines when there's ball safety on this. Or play without a tilt bob. Which I don't know where it's at, so I can't fix it. Cradle up here if I can and give you guys time for a chat. Yeah, I think Black Hole definitely is one more awesome. Hey, Veil Chippa, thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Greatly appreciate you guys for showing up, showing your love. If you haven't already done so, please hit that follow button. I greatly appreciate it, guys. And hopefully you got some pinball in your near future. If not, tomorrow. Most places are closed tomorrow, so Maybe over the weekend, right?
Extra ball!
Personal question, chat, or opinion. Should I cut my hair? It's gotten way too long again. We actually had it down to like the small of our back last year. We cut it for charity. But I just think it's too raggedy. I should probably go get it worked on. But I want your guys' opinion. Should I let it go longer? Should I get a nice shortcut? No mullets, guys. I'm not doing a mullet. We almost did a mullet, actually. Actually, what was the mullet going to be for? $500? You really want a mullet? 50,000 bits. I'll get a mullet. We could talk specifics if you really want to. It is 50,000, right? I'd be so bad if I just got myself a mullet for $50. Because I bet there's someone out there which would make me have a mullet for like a month for $50. And I'm almost tempted to take it. Not joking. All right. Let's go. We got Super Jackpot needed, we got our locks lit, and we have to conquer Mars, which we're far, far away from. What do you guys think? I shouldn't have gone for that, but we did. Shouldn't be going for that either. Just trying to lose the ball here, which is not a good strategy. I would suggest you never try to lose the ball. If you guys need any more pro tips, just ask and I will give it to you, no problem. Alright. Lock number 2. Let's go number 3, guys.
Missile locked on target.
Let's go Annihilation there.
Watch out, man. They got a
Nudge.
big old beam.
That was out and it went back in. Tried the backhand. Doesn't work that good on this one. It's okay. We got this one. Hey guys, I'm gonna probably call it after this game. I have some stuff to attend to. We'll do a proper goodbye and question and answer session after this. If you have any questions, please speak up. It's kind of like college. If you have a question, there are no stupid questions for you guys. That's a complete lie, but you know, if it gets you guys to actually ask a question which will help you, then it's not a stupid question. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this stream, and if there's anything you can see that you'd like to see better on, let me know. I'm doing my best. I don't have the most powerful machine to stream on. pinball. We're trying.
The Martian will never take Germany.
You know what I forgot to do, and I'm gonna do after this, is a kitty helmet game.
Ugly green Martian.
That shouldn't take too long. And again, this game might not take too long. 96 billion? Something about that. We scored 96 or 98. I forget the specifics. There's a point, it doesn't matter. We were not the GC on that machine though. Bob Matthews was with 132 or 38, something like that. We made him change the machine to be a lot harder. So then I got 46 or 48 on the next one. On this specific machine, we've only gotten 30 or 40 on it. I don't think we've really pushed too hard on it. We just enjoy playing it. We actually haven't ruled the universe yet on this specific machine. I've had 3 rules before on the machine.
Get the troops ready.
Let's go multi-ball. 10 seconds. We're good. Just get control. I said get control. Don't lose the ball. No Martian bomb. Darn. Darn. It's a shame. Total annihilation, maybe. There it is. Dirty pool. No, not getting it. We need to learn how to control and get that dirty pool better. I'd like to learn that in the future. We've always come up short on it. Where are we? We're doing okay on this. We could get there. Do you guys have hope in us? Some hope in the world. Might not be for me, but gotta be somewhere. There we go. Number 2. Dirty pool is when you stick the ball, you get a saucer, and you stick the ball behind the visor, a second ball, stuck in the visor. And the dirty pool is done, since the ball's stuck behind the visor, you hit the visor into the saucer, and you get a dirty pool bonus, as well as a killed saucer. The value of the dirty pool in itself, I think, is really high. It's valuable. And you get the saucer to boot. So it's good to go for it. It's tough to do because quite often you hit the one, you hit one up there, and it goes through as well. You got to get it stuck. One more, and then I'm safe because I have a Martian bomb down here. So we're going for that. We'll start this. Go for total annihilation. Martians are worth 50 million each too, so this is going to be some good value. We can get into total annihilation. We have a lot of shots. Oh, and I think we just lost it. Yep, we did.
Oh, dang! You some ugly Martians.
We're going for multi-ball. Because we still need that super jackpot. I'm tempted to go for the saucer here, but we just literally opened it up, I think. So, I think we're just going multi-ball. Try to get our super jackpot. We could go for the dirty pool, actually, and if we succeed, we'll get our last saucer on top of our... So let's put the saucer a few times. Probably shouldn't be going for dirty pool here. Kind of a bad idea. We'll go for super jackpot first, and then we'll go for dirty pool. Get the situation where we get it, and awesome. But yeah, I need to focus on the super jackpot. There it is. We don't have a good angle on that flipper. Hit it up, so no dirty pool. Can we get there? Last shot? Nope. No good. And we kind of went wild and lost the ball. Kind of went a little wild. So, we have our saucer ready. We want to just go for multi-ball and go for a super jackpot still because it's what we need. Try it this way. We haven't had much success, but we're going to nudge it well since we found out there's no tilt ball. If there is, we haven't found it yet in a while.
Missile locked on target.
Here we go. Multi-ball. Number like 5. Still haven't gotten a super jackpot. It's okay. That's the hard one. The other hard one is the right ramp. Air defense on that ball. Nice, we got the hard one. I want to get the 2. Nice. Good control there. It's okay. We can lose one. Can't lose this one though. Let it bounce over. Hit the shot. Let it little flick there and try to get that last shot. Alright. Got super jackpot light at least. Now we got it hit. There we go. Got it. the saucer. Conquer Mars. Ooh, that nudge. Move it over. Drop catch this and throw it back up. Seems good. Or not. There we go. Now we got 10 more shots. We gotta hit the visor first, though. Why must it be so mean? Suspense, guys. It's killing you. That half ramp did not kill us. Got one. We're gonna do this nice and safe, like we're gonna nudge it over, hit it up. Okay, that wasn't that nice. That shot is just mean right now. Got 8. Try it on this one. Alright. Do that 7 more times. Uh-oh, Slane. Okay, my bad. The Martians go up to, actually, maybe the Martians don't have it. Meanwhile, we're working on our next rule. Might as well. Cut in it. There's 1. 6 more. You know what? That was bad. It's not good. We lose it? Okay, we still got 1 ball. Going for Martian multi-ball. Never mind. Still going for Martian multi-ball. Because this saucer is tough to hit. Never mind, we're just going for it. Suspenseful, right? You got this. And now we gotta hit the scoop. We've lit all 6 for the rule of the universe. Gotta hit that scoop. There we go. We gotta score 5 million. Go for the super jackpot. Go for the other super jackpot. Just sit and shots. Have fun with it. I think the main ramp will give us the win. We did just lose ball save. We gotta be careful. There it is. good game. And it's out. That is a good way to end the night. Thank you so much for the subscription, Mama. Thank you, everyone, for coming by, checking out the stream, for the follows, for the host, for everything. Greatly appreciate it, guys. I will be back hopefully next Wednesday with the stream, and hopefully we'll have a better understanding of what our outlook will look like at that point. We'll probably stream for early December quite a bit. And then every Wednesday you could hopefully catch me playing pinball. I typically will mention it on Twitter, what my plans are. You could always hit me up on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, Discord to ask me personally if you guys are looking to get an answer. I will get back to you. Have a great night, guys. Go find some pinball and keep on flipping. That's it for me tonight. Take care. Have a great Thanksgiving, guys. Go find some pinball.